So recently, Charlie, Carson, and I traveled up to Michigan for my cousin's wedding. We had a great time, and we have traveled relatively frequently as a family. I have come to this place where traveling light is everything. With less things helps you stay more organized, it's easier to do, and you're less weighed down. If I'm debating whether or not to bring something, this is my general rule. If I can purchase that for $20 in 20 minutes or less at my destination, it is worth it not to have it. Every single item that you bring with you can bog you down, even if it's something really tiny. And I feel like when we're nimble on our feet in the airport, and it's just so freeing to just walk casually in and not have to worry about all that extra stuff, that to me is worth it. One of my favorite travel tips is using, I'm sitting on it, Ziploc bags. What I do is I take Carson's clothes. This is a whole outfit. It's got the pants, the shirt, and the socks. I stick it all in one thing, so at our destination, we don't have to think. You could even do this with like lighter summer clothes, depending on where you're traveling. Something else that I really like are DIY packing cubes. You can take those old bags that you used to get like comforters and stuff in, or just little makeup bags, and use these in your luggage as packing cubes. If you want to see more about how I do that, I'm going to put a link to a video I made like a year ago down below, so you guys can check that out. It's a super inexpensive way to pack really compactly. Something else that seems like a no-brainer but a lot of people don't do is label their luggage with a bright color or a ribbon so they can easily find it on the conveyor belts. We also take a photo of our parking spot when we leave. I don't want to have to write something down and try to remember it, so just snapping that simple picture, you have it on your camera roll, you will never forget where your car is. Since it's really expensive at the airport, but you also want to travel light, something that we do is bring a bag of snacks with us when we go. We also take leftovers that are inside of the fridge, always in a disposable container, so it's super easy to throw away on the plane. We have all of our food and we don't have to spend any money. On the way home, we actually use gift cards at the airport. Now, one thing that's really common to get, especially like with coupon rebate stuff and just being a teacher, are Starbucks gift cards. And at any airport, there's always a Starbucks there. So I just use my Starbucks gift cards to get any type of food that I'm needing. That way we can travel light to the airport on the way home. We bring empty water bottles with us and just stick them in the sides of our backpack, and we can fill them in at the fountain once we're inside the airport, so we don't have to fork over $3 for water. I feel like this whole idea of traveling light especially applies to kids. When we walk through the airport, things are really simple. We spend our time watching the planes fly by, running around, getting his energy out before we get on the plane, and then I just have a few key things that he can play with. Something to color on, a few little toys that he's never seen before, so they seem really special, and just a small DVD that he can watch during the flight. We travel with less now that we have Carson than we did before when we were first married. I packed so many extra unnecessary things.
Voiceover, because I forgot to film this, but it's my favorite tip. At the end of your trip, don't fold everything back into your suitcase. Stick it in a garbage bag that you brought with you. Put all of your packing cubes kind of on the bottom of the suitcase. That way, as soon as you walk in the door, this garbage bag is ready to go straight into the washing machine. It makes things super easy. You have to do this if you don't already.
Something else that we do when we get home is we unpack our suitcase, no matter how late it is, that same night. Just the idea of coming in the door, putting everything away, and going to sleep, you sleep like a baby, knowing that it's all done and you can get up the next morning and start being productive. At least we try anyway. Now, I want to know, where are you guys going to be going this summer? Leave me a comment down below. We're heading to Florida with our family, and at the end of July, I'm also going to VidCon. Yay, California with my sister. I'm so excited, and so if you're going to be there, you have to let me know that too, but more about that and details and stuff to come. I love you guys. God bless you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!